I'm also proud that today we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho.
Does this have anything to do with Qatar giving Donald Trump a $400 million Boeing jumbo jet? Does it? Does it? Because if it does, that is incredibly, incredibly concerning. Why are we cozying up to authoritarian regimes? Why are we giving them weapons, technology, training, while at the same time abandoning our Western democratic allies like Ukraine? Now, I understand the argument that if you give nations American weapons and technology, they will not then get weapons and technology from China and Russia. And they're now dependent on Americans for training, support, spare parts. I understand that argument. But this has a history of blowing up in our faces. Now, I don't want those F-15 jets in 20 years to be used on my children. Because historically, Western democracies and absolute authoritarian nations do not get along. Qatar is a nation that, if my daughter was great, she would be prosecuted for adultery. My dad would be in prison right now because he's gay. I would be in prison for making this video, and I do not want those fucking people as my friends, let alone having our weapons and technology, because eventually it gets used against us. And it makes me especially uncomfortable that Qatar gave Donald Trump a $400 million bribe. I do not want my elected officials being bribed by foreign nations and then giving them special treatment, especially if those nations are authoritarian. Reasonable stance.